3 ways to lower ACOS in your Amazon account and increasing your ROAS without sabotaging your revenue. I'm going to be sharing these 3 tips with you today in this video, and in the end, I'm also going to let you know why having a high ACOS is not always the end of the world. Hello, my name is Karina and welcome to the Zon.Tools YouTube channel. The purpose of Zon.Tools is to increase your revenue, increase your efficiency, and decrease the time you spend on your Amazon business actually clicking and doing these routine, mundane tasks. We want to avoid that. Another thing that we want to avoid, obviously, is a high ACOS. An ACOS is just your advertising cost of sales, and the higher it is, the more you spend in order to get a sale. So obviously we want to decrease that. The first tip I want to give to you may be obvious, but people don't do it enough, and that is optimizing your listing. And not only from the back end, but also on the front end, meaning what are customers actually seeing? Sometimes we focus so much on the back end keywords and we keyword stuff our listings that we forget it's actually important for the customer to feel like they're reading a normal product, not something that is just robotic and stuffed with keywords. So when you do this, you have to make sure that there is a balance of actually including all of the relevant and important keywords for your listing, and at the same time making sure that the customer reads it easily, that it actually makes sense and also looks appealing. In terms of listing optimization, we need to make sure that not only is it coherent in terms of words, but that the images actually look nice and are conveying a message, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you want to make sure that the images you have on your listing actually explain what the product does, what the benefits are. And here's another trick. You can have a compare and contrast chart versus your product and your competitors' products. Of course, don't actually put their brand name or anything like that on the image, but just say us versus other brands. This is something great. It will let your customer know the features. And a lot of the times why this is important is because a customer will click on your listing and not buy. Of course, you get charged per click, so that shoots up your ACOS since they didn't purchase. But if you increase your conversion rate, then you can also lower your ACOS. So some of the key features is making sure you have great images, making sure you have a title and bullets and a description that actually makes sense, making sure that you have enough keywords in there that are relevant to your listing and to your product, including long keywords, very descriptive long ones. And the fourth thing is making sure that you're actually indexing for those words. A lot of the times people put in these keywords, but they're not actually indexing for them. But that can be discussed in another video. The second tip I can give you to lower your ACOS, and this one is so powerful and unfortunately time consuming, and that is negative exact matching. And I mean this for all of your campaigns, including your automatic campaigns, including your manual campaigns. Now, how do you go about doing this? Typically, the old school way is to go into your Amazon account and download a search term report and sort the numbers. Sort them from highest to lowest, look through all of them, see which ones are not making you money, and then negative exact matching them. But me as an Amazon seller, that takes time. I've been there, I've done that, and I'm kind of over it, right? It's just too mundane, too routine, and too boring. So a solution I can give you is Zon.Tools. Seriously, Amazon automation does not get talked about enough. And what Zon.Tools does is it actually tracks the keywords that are bleeding you money. Say you got 10 clicks on a keyword and no conversions. Zon.Tools will automatically negative exact match that keyword. Anything with a high spend that doesn't make you money, it will negative exact match. And before, everybody had to do this manually and go into their accounts every day or every couple of days, download the report, sort through it, and spend probably hours, I would say anywhere from 1 to 3 hours a day, depending on how many products they have, looking and sorting through this. And this is just exhausting. And in an Amazon business, we have so many moving blocks that we don't want to spend time on things we can actually automate. That is why Zon.Tools is able to automate this process for you. If you want to sign up for it, of course, click the link down below. Seriously, it is such a time saver. So you want to make sure that you actually do this throughout all of your campaigns. Automatic, your phrase match, your broad match, And honestly, even your exact match, there you can turn off words that are not converting well. Do not dismiss this step. A big mistake sellers make is they think that Amazon is automatic and that if they turn on their PPC campaigns, Amazon will take care of it. But that is not true, because Amazon also wants to make money, so they make money by you wasting money. So make sure you are saving money and taking that budget and allocating it to words that are actually making you sales. And the third tip I can give you right now is to lower your bid on your main keyword. Don't panic. I know this might be a little controversial because you may think, but my main keyword is the one all customers are looking for. I have to show up on the first page. I have to rank for this. Buyers have to click on this word from my campaigns. And while that is true, this could be severely driving your costs up, especially if you have a new product that is still in the launch phase. Say we have a word that has a very large search volume. Let's say it has 100,000 searches. I don't really recommend going into these categories anyways because they're just so competitive. But for the sake of this video, say you have a word like that. You're going to put a campaign up with this being your main keyword and then maybe some other ones that have a lower search volume in there as well. Well, over time, what's going to happen is that main keyword, since it has such a high search volume and such a high demand, is going to take away all of your budget. But that main keyword also has a lot of competitors on it. So everyone else is bidding for that word. Not only is the cost per click very high on the word, but there's also many sellers competing for that word and many other products for consumers to choose from. So they might not pick your product. They might think another seller has more reviews than you, and boom, you just lost money on that click. So instead of fully negating this word, what you can do is actually lower the bid. And guess what? ZonTools does that for you as well. We want to save you as much time as possible, and adjusting bids and negative matching words is not something that you should be doing, especially if you even have a little bit experience in Amazon, because you can be focusing your time on so many other tasks that are actually revenue driving. So seriously, let ZonTools take away the stress from that. Let it do it for you automatically. Of course, with your supervision as well. You can always go back and monitor your accounts as you should, but just don't let your campaigns run on automatic with Amazon, because your money will be slowly decreasing and your budgets are not going to be making you sales. And before I take off, I do want you to consider one thing, and that is your ACOS, right? Because the goal everywhere is lower your ACOS. I hear this left and right, but we have to also consider that that may not be the main priority, because even if your ACOS may seem higher, don't forget that that is contributing to your overall sales and your overall organic rank, which actually brings in even more sales. So while your ACOS may be slightly higher than what your goal is, and you can actually set a target ACOS within ZonTools as well, you can actually be making more revenue by getting those organic sales because you are spending money on ads. It is a positive feedback loop. When you give more money to Amazon, they give you more organic traffic. But when you get more organic traffic, then Amazon shows your ad more as well. So that is something you should be monitoring and keeping in mind, and ZonTools can help you with all of that. So check it out down below and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video.